Përshëndetje të dashur nxënës, uroj të jeni mirë ju dhe familjarët tuaj. Sot kemi dy tema: Traditional Jobs, A Woman of Courage. Profesionet tradicionale dhe gruaja e kurajës. Le të vazhdojmë me faqen 89 të librit, e cila përkon me temën e parë mësimore. The pictures show two traditional professions. Do you think they still exist? Listen and read to find out. Figurat tregojnë dy profesione tradicionale. A mendoni që ekzistojnë akoma këto? Dëgjoni, lexoni për ta zbuluar.
Culture Corner 7E. Exercise 1, page 89. Traditional. After William Murdoch discovered that coal gas burned brightly when lit, gas lanterns soon became the primary source of lighting on the world's streets. These lights needed someone to light and maintain them. This was the job of the lamplighters. You could see this familiar figure on the streets at night, illuminating the city one lamp at a time. When electricity came into being, it gradually replaced gas and the lamplighter became unnecessary. However, a number of cities are beginning to bring them back. In Prague, in the Czech Republic, they started to reintroduce the lamps in 2002. Now you can witness lamplighters in their traditional uniforms with poles in their hands, carrying out their work, bringing the gas lights back to life. A clean sweep. In the 19th century, people used to burn coal and wood in open fireplaces to heat their homes. These fuels produced a dirty black powder called soot. This powder blocked the chimneys and someone had to clean them. This unpleasant job was very dangerous because it involved climbing up chimneys and on rooftops. When gas central heating came into use, the work of the chimney sweep began to disappear. Today, though, more and more people are going back to their fires and the sweeps are back in business. These days, they aren't boys and men walking around the city with a bag full of sticks and brushes, but they still carry out the same job as those sweeps of old times.
Pasi e dëgjuam audion, le të kalojmë te kushtrimet. Check these words. Kontrolloni këto fjalë. Ju kam shkruar mësuesja fjalët e reja me përkthtimin në gjuhën shqipe. Do t'i kontrolloni, herës tjetër do t'ja u pyes. Exercise 2, 3, 4 and 5. Read the text again and complete the sentences. Lexoni tekstin përsëri dhe plotësoni fjalit. Ju janë dhënë 6 fjali dhe ju do t'i plotësoni. Ushtrimi 3. Match the highlighted words in the text their meanings. Lidh fjalët që janë me ngjyrë në tekst me kuptimet e tyre tek ushtrimi 3. Ushtrimi 4. Say 4 things you remember from the text. Thuaj 4 gjëra që ju mbani mend nga teksti. 5. Think of a traditional job in your country. Mendoni për një punë tradicionale në vendin tuaj. Write a short paragraph about it. Shkruani një paragraf të shkurtër rreth tij. Shkruani emrin e profesionit, përshkrimin e punës, veshjen dhe informacione të tjera interesante. Të kalojmë tek ora e dytë mësimore. Across the curriculum 7F. A Woman of Courage. What do you know about Helen Keller? What would you like to know? Think of 3 questions. Listen and read. Were your questions answered? Çfarë dini ju për rreth Helen Keller? Çfarë do të dëshironi të dini? Mendoni 3 pyetje. Dëgjoni dhe lexojeni. A u përgjigjën pyetjet e juaja? Le të dëgjojmë audion.
Across the curriculum. US History 7F. Exercise 1B. Page 90.
A woman of courage. Helen Adams Keller was born on the 27th of June, 1880, in Alabama, USA. Unfortunately, Helen contracted an illness when she was only 19 months old that left her deaf and blind. Her mother found it difficult to cope with Helen, so they decided to hire a teacher. On the 3rd of March, 1887, Anne Sullivan, a former blind woman who had regained her sight, arrived at the Kellers' home. With Anne's help, Helen learnt how to read and write using Braille. She went on to study, and on the 28th of June 1904, she became the first deaf-blind person ever to have earned a Bachelor of Arts degree. Over the following years, Helen toured the world, giving talks about her life experiences and her support of female suffrage, pacifism, and workers' rights. In 1915, she founded Helen Keller International, an organization to support research into vision and health and nutrition. And in 1920, she helped create the American Civil Liberties Union, whose aim is to defend civil liberties. In later years, Helen devoted herself to raising funds for the American Foundation for the Blind. In 1961, Helen suffered a stroke and had to withdraw from public life, but she was far from forgotten. On the 14th of September 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson awarded her one of the highest civilian honors, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And in 1965, she was elected to the National Women's Hall of Fame. Helen died in her sleep from natural causes on the 1st of June 1968. She left her mark on society and proved that, as she once said, "Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much."
Pasi e dëgjuam audion, le të vazhdojmë. Check these words. Këtu keni fjalët e përkthyera. Duhet i mësoni herës tjetër i keni për të pyetur. Exercises 2, 3, 4 and 5. Ushtrime 2, 3, 4 dhe 5. Ushtrimi 2. Read the text again and mark the sentences true or false. Lexoni tekstin përsëri dhe shënoni fjalit e vërtet ose gabuar. Find words in the text which means. Gjeni fjalën tekst cilën kanë kuptim. Caught, help, intention, to employ, previously, established. Ushtrimi 4. Why was Helen Keller a woman of courage? Provide reasons from the text. Pse ishte Helen Keller një grua e kurajës? Tregoni arsye nga teksti. Can you imagine of anyone else who overcome difficult challenges and did great things? A mund të imagjinoni njerëz të tjerë të cilët të kaluan sfida të vështira dhe bën gjëra të mira? Detyrë shtëpie, ushtrimi 5 në faqen 89, i cili thot: mendoni për një punë tradicionale në vendin tuaj. Shkruani një paragraf të shkurtër rreth saj. Shkruani emrin e profesionit, përshkrimin e punës, veshjen dhe informacione të tjera interesante. Pa harruar fletorin e punës 7D e F. Have a nice day. Nëse keni pyetje, më shkruani mësueses.